Yo, 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 yo. Hey, hey. What's up, guys? We're going to talk about box plots today. So we're going to compare box plots. This is video 11.2. So box plots are just another way to represent data. So 11.1 we talked about dot plots, which is one way to show data, and box plots is another way. So first, we have a lot of key terms here. We're going to get to what all of these, I'm going to show examples of what all these are on the next slide. So make sure you get the definitions down first, and then we'll talk about what they really are and how to find them here. So first, the number of points in a high school that a high school basketball player scored during a game he played this season are organized in the box plots shown. So this is the data for which a player scored their points. So this is a lot different than a dot plot. So they call them box plots. You might have heard of box and whiskers because here we have the whiskers and then here's the box in the middle. So, but each one of these points is a unique and represents something special for a box plot. So here's what I mean by that. First, least and greatest values. Those are the end of the whiskers. So the data, the smallest value of the data is here at 15, and the largest value is here as 30. So from those two values, you should be able to figure out what your total range is. The total range of the data would be 15 because 30 minus 15 is 15. Now for the median, on a dot plot, you would look for the middle number. On a box plot, the median is this line right here. So you can write down median and draw a little line to it if you need to show that that is the median. So wherever that line goes, that shows you your middle value for the data. So this median right here, let's see, is that 21? Lower and upper quartile. So some vocabulary definitions that you just wrote down. The lower and upper quartiles are the first point and the second point of the box. So the box is made between the lower and the upper quartile. That's how we make our box. We find the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So the point at which the lower quartile is on, let's see, it's right here. That is 17.5. So lower quartile, 17.5. The upper quartile is at 27.5. Because it's halfway in between 27 and 28. Finally, the interquartile range. Well, if the range of the whole data goes from the lowest and largest point value, the smallest point value and the largest point value, and we're subtracting them, the interquartile range is just doing the same thing, but with your lower and upper quartile. So if my lower quartile is here at 17.5, my upper quartile is here at 27.5, my interquartile range is the difference between this and this. I'm just subtracting these two values, just like what we do with the regular range. So 27.5 minus 17.5 is 10. So your interquartile range, if you need to draw this on here, we call that the IQR. The interquartile range is the range between the range of the box. Okay, we can also write that as range of the box. Okay, so there's our median, our lower, and our upper quartiles. And then finally our interquartile range, also known as the IQR. That's a G, not a Q. There we go. That's better. Now, what is one half of the box wider than the other half of the box? And hold on, just had someone come in my room. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, what is one half of the box wider than the other half of the box? This should actually say Y. There we go. That's better. Y is one half of the box wider than the other half of the box. So, if we notice, this right side is larger than this left side of the box. And the reason why is it just means that our median fell on the left side of our data. Okay, so our median was on the left. The median was in the middle. I apologize. The median was in the middle, but the median is closer to the lower value. meaning that there is a lot more data that is on the smaller half than there is in the larger half. Not a lot more, but there is some more. The data might have been skewed a little bit to the left and not to the right. Okay, so because the median is on the left side of the box, means our data might have been clumped together more to the left side than it was to the right side. There's probably more data points over here, and there's probably more data points over here than there are over on the right-hand side. Okay, so now, also, box plot shows the distribution of time spent shopping by two different groups. So now when we're going to compare two different box plots. So we talked about how to find the median, the lower quartile, the upper quartile, the IQR. So now we're going to talk about, we're going to visually compare them with shape, center, and spread. So shape, this is where you talk about the size of the box, the whisker sizes, and maybe where the median's at. So shape, I would say, these two, if we look at the whiskers, are actually pretty similar in size. They're both a little short on the right, long on the left, and they both have a pretty wide box. So the shape, they're about the same shape. We're literally talking about the shape of the actual whiskers. So the shape, long left whisker, short whisker on the right, relatively wide box. So they're very same shape or similar shape. And that's it. I mean, we have a wide whisker on the left, or long, I should use the word long, sorry. A long whisker on the left. And short whisker on right. So we're talking about what does it look like. So then for the center, then we compare our medians, because the median's the center. So they're off by a little bit. So group A is at 50. Their center is at 50. Group B is 40. Center means median. So group B is at 40, group A is at 50. And then the spread is talking about the range. They have similar spreads. Okay, but the group A goes from 5 to 65. B goes from, that looks like, let's call that 8. 8 to 66. So they do have similar spreads, almost identical actually. One's got a spread of 60, the other one has a spread of about 58. That's it. We're just comparing the two. That's it, guys. We're just looking at the biggest things being able to identify the lower quartile, the upper quartile, and the median, and the IQR. Okay? So, real quick, IQR is range of the box. Okay? That'll be our one thing to remember on this one. Okay, get your independent practice in. Hope this video helped. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Good DS out.